Ooh-wee! Dane and Eley Tenex. Oh yeah, we ready to go now, baby. Hey, take a look at this, fellas. Finally, I did it. You know, I'm embarrassed to tell you all, I went back in videos to see how long I have been trying to make a decision on CZ457 versus Bergera versus some of the others that were out there. I have been trying to make a decision for 2.5 years, but I pulled the plug. And I tell you why I pulled the plug. I pulled the plug because of Mr. Dean Schober over at Rectified Gunsmithing. Yes, he put this setup together for me, or at least he fit the barrel to the action. I finally pulled the plug on a CZ457. Let's tell you a little bit about this thing. CZ457, MDT XRS chassis. This XRS chassis is one of the most cost-effective, in my humble opinion, and it's a direct fit to the CZ457 action with a 24 inch ratchet. I'm just tickled to death. Shilen barrel. That is absolutely correct. This MDT XRS chassis, though, when I looked over this thing, I went, wow. For the cost, I believe it's an absolutely amazing deal. It has an aluminum bedded chassis inside that the receiver mates to. So no need for bedding. There are some that bed it and say you get additional accuracy out of it, but this is my first time on the range with this thing, so I wanted to see what I can pull off. This aluminum bedded chassis is throughout the complete stock. The aluminum bedded chassis has polymer panels on top of it. Along with that polymer panel, it has M-LOK rails on the side, M-LOK rails on the bottom. By the way, if you all know an ARCA rail that I can mount to M-LOK on the bottom, please comment down below. Yeah, I want to try to get a bipod. Oh, Josh, boy, he been riding me like a mule. Pursuit of accuracy, he been riding me like a mule about my beautiful setup in this ransom rest. As good as it looks, it is absolutely functional with windage, up and down, smooth elevation. Man, it is, and very versatile. Man, I got 3 different plates for the top, for 3 different profiles of bags, for 3 different profiles of rifle chassis or stocks. This stock is really made for PRS. Maybe I will, maybe I won't get into some PRS. Josh and those other fellows may be able to convince me. We'll see what happens there. But back to the MD XRS chassis, I put the vertical grip on here because I feel like the vertical grip is more for bench shooting than anything else, which is what I'm doing at the current time. It also has an adjustable comb. The adjustable comb is toolless with 2 little square bolts here on the end. Adjust them as you see fit to get your eye perfectly through the center of this Bushnell Engage 6-18 on here. It also has an adjustable length of pull from somewhere between, I believe it's 13 to 15 inches is the length of pull. Mine came with 2 spacers. It has 2 additional spacers in the box. You all know everything about the 457. This thing's been reviewed, and I tell you, whew, you saw Josh's video. If not, you might want to go take a look at it. He really stirred the industry, saying the 457 was probably the best production rifle out there. Is it? Josh said it. I didn't. You guys go harass him. And also on top, I've got the MDT 20 MOA Picatinny rail. I believe I'm set up and ready to go. That's enough talking. I got some Eley Tenex. By the way, I had Dean over there, and I tell you, I rate the guy 5 stars. 5 being the absolute highest, and I am a tough grader. Anybody that's been around me knows that I'm a tough grader. Well, I rate him 5 stars for a number of things. First, the quality of this bill, and then secondly, the communication. Almost weekly from this guy. I really kind of started to make me nervous because I just was not used to that. Typically, you send your rifle off to somewhere, you try not to be a bother to anyone, you don't want to be rushing them because you want them to get it right. Dean sending me emails. He was calling me, asked me for my cell phone number and called me. The reason he asked me for my cell phone number, because I asked him, listen, in my area, there's plenty of Eley and plenty of SK. Is there some sort of a way that we can chamber this thing, this blank, for those two ammunitions? He called me and was I feel like was very honest with me, because I know I was asking for a little bit of a moonshot there. And he said, look, I can get it tuned pretty good for both of those and how I chamber my rifles, but you still will have to do lot testing to see what shoots the best. This is my first time on the range, and you saw the first 10 shots in the opening. What I intend to do today is shoot. What do I have? I have 2 more 10-round magazines, so I'm going to shoot what? That's 4 5-round groups out of this rectified gunsmithing CZ457 MDT XRS Bushnell Engage setup. Let's do this. Whoo! Mouthful. I just wanted to tell you all a little bit more about the rifle. That's all. Let's see what we can do. 4 5-shot groups. Cold bore. Wind's picking up, of course, on me. Oh, Dean, I think she'll shoot. I think she'll shoot. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's move on to the next target with another 5-round group. Oh, a little vertical stringing, but a lovely group it is. You know what? Oh, Fly Swatter Challenge. Fellas, go over to dayattherange.com. Women, ladies, go over to dayattherange.com. Join the Fly Swat Challenge. Hey, we have some wonderful shooters over there. It's great camaraderie. You can download the target for free. It's shot at 50 yards, 1 point for each fly. This thing has really blown up, and I really appreciate everyone that has joined the challenge. And really, frankly, I put the challenge on for my buddy Charlie. He's going through, as we all do, a few first world life challenges. He's going to be all right, though. I'm confident in it. He's going to be all right. I wanted to give him something to cheer him up for, because, by the way, Charlie has shot a perfect score, and a little bit of a hint, I got something that might be even tougher than that challenge. What do you think about shrinking those flies 50%? What do you think about that? And going at it again at 50 yards? What do you think about taking the existing Fly Swatter Challenge and going at it at 100 yards? Charlie is knocking them out of the park at 100 yards. I want to shoot with the guy so bad, it is absolutely unbelievable, but I'm afraid he'd embarrass me. Let's put 2 more 5-round groups. Oh, my buddy Charlie. Whoa. Oh, she's going to shoot. She's going to shoot. Let's adjust this beautiful ransom rest for windage so that I'm not muscling this thing, because I think that group was more me than anything. So rear bag right. Oh, that was me. No way. We can't go out like that. Come on, one more 5-round group. I know that last one was me. Let's see. The chassis is, I think, comes in at a little under 4 pounds, about 3.9, 3.8 pounds. Hey, MDT XRS, one of the most valuable or economically friendly chassis out there, I believe. They do have the Oryx chassis as well. I've shot with the Oryx chassis on the Savage. That's a story for another day. It was a great chassis. The Savage wasn't as great for me. But this MDT XRS has been well. It's got a 4-stop on it, Barricade 4-stop on it. I don't think I mentioned that before. Also, Mr. Dean, trigger of 8 to 9 ounces. It is hair and safe. Yes, I did the old bump stop, hit on it with my hand on the rear to make sure that thing was safe. And yes, the safety still works on the side here. Gosh, that is, whew, what a beautiful setup. And I'm very, very excited and happy that I went with the MDT XRS CZ457 and Bushnell engaged sitting on top of the MDT 0 to 20 MOA Picatinny rail. All right, here we go. Last 5. Let's make these count, big fella. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on, Dean. Show them what you made of, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm absolutely excited about the CZ457 MDT XRS chassis. This combination, as you can see on that target 50 yards away, is absolutely a winner. The rain's coming in on me today, so I probably won't get over to the 100-yard line. I really wanted to test it at the 100-yard line. I'm going to shoot some more of this Eley Tenex through it, see how it does, but I wanted to share with you the first outing of a decision that took me way too long. I know it, folks. It took me way too long. MDT XRS chassis, CZ457 receiver, 24-inch Shilen barrel with a Bushnell engaged sitting on top of an MDT 0 to 20 MRA Picatinny rail. By the way, one last thing for the MDT XRS chassis, it will accommodate, first of all, made for many many rifles, Remington, a whole lot of others, not just rimfire. Remington 700 platform made for a whole lot of others. This channel will accommodate a 1¼ inch barrel diameter. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining me on the range. Next time you see this thing, we are going to be swatting some flies. Mr. Revolver Guy, I'm going home.